Inside the cabin, Ronnie Van Zant slept in the aisle, curled up with a pillow. Others played cards, laughed, and passed the time. No one sensed the disaster unfolding in the cockpit. The pilots soon realized something was terribly wrong. October 20th, 1977. A date that would echo through music history forever. Just 3 days earlier, Lynyrd Skynyrd had released Street Survivors, an album that would cement their place as Southern rock legends. Their star was burning brighter than ever. Night after night, crowds packed arenas to hear anthems like Sweet Home Alabama and Freebird. The band was unstoppable. On October 19th, they took the stage at the Greenville Memorial Auditorium in South Carolina. The performance was electric, confident, powerful, unforgettable. No one in attendance knew they were witnessing the last time the founding members of Lynyrd Skynyrd would ever perform together. With a massive American tour underway, the band wanted to travel quickly between shows. Instead of commercial flights or long bus rides, they rented a Convair CV-240, a 30-year-old twin-prop airplane. Just months earlier, Aerosmith had considered renting the very same aircraft. Their management declined after witnessing the pilot and co-pilot openly drinking Jack Daniels during a safety inspection. That decision may have saved their lives. Lynyrd Skynyrd was not so lucky. During a flight from Florida to South Carolina, a terrifying warning sign appeared. A 10-foot stream of sparks and flames burst from the plane's right engine. Several band members were alarmed. Some even told lead singer Ronnie Van Zant they would quit the tour unless a different aircraft was used. Backup singer Cassie Gaines, sister of guitarist Steve Gaines, was so frightened that she preferred riding in the cramped equipment truck instead. Ronnie Van Zant convinced her to board the plane anyway. Canceling shows wasn't an option. He believed they owed it to their fans. As they boarded the plane on October 20th, Van Zant reportedly said to Cassie, "If your time is up, your time is up." The destination was Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where they were scheduled to perform at LSU the following night. On board were 26 passengers, band members, crew, and pilots. Only 20 would survive. The flight began smoothly. Inside the cabin, Ronnie Van Zant slept in the aisle, curled up with a pillow. Others played cards, laughed, and passed the time. No one sensed the disaster unfolding in the cockpit. The pilots soon realized something was terribly wrong. The plane was dangerously low on fuel. Suddenly, the right engine, the same one that had caused problems before, shut down completely. In a desperate attempt to transfer fuel, the crew accidentally dumped what little fuel remained into the atmosphere. At 10,000 feet, with no fuel left, the left engine failed as well. The plane was now powerless. The pilots aimed for the nearest airport in Mississippi, but they wouldn't make it. With no engines and rapidly losing altitude, their only option was an emergency landing in an open field. Inside the cabin, drummer Artemis Pyle went to the cockpit and immediately saw panic on the pilot's face. He was ordered back to his seat and told to buckle up. That's when everyone knew. As the plane descended, guitarist Gary Rossington later described a sound like hundreds of baseball bats smashing the plane. The aircraft clipped treetops for nearly 1,000 feet before slamming into a swampy forest. In just 10 to 12 seconds, the plane went from over 100 miles per hour to a violent stop. The impact tore the aircraft apart. Passengers were thrown from the fuselage, wings and tail sections ripped away, the cockpit separated entirely. The wreckage slid more than 500 feet through the woods. Miraculously, there was no fire. The lack of fuel, the very thing that caused the crash, prevented an explosion and saved lives. But not everyone. Ronnie Van Zant was thrown from his seat, struck his head, and died instantly, just 87 days before his 30th birthday. Guitarist Steve Gaines died on impact. Backup singer Cassie Gaines was ejected from the plane and died shortly after. Road manager Dean Kilpatrick was found dead in a nearby swamp. Both pilots were also killed. Before the crash, Ronnie Van Zant had often said he would never live to see 30. His father remembered him saying, "Daddy, that's my limit." His bandmates heard it. His wife believed it. And tragically, he was right. The survivors suffered horrific injuries. Billy Powell nearly bled to death. Gary Rossington broke both arms, both legs, his pelvis, wrists, and ankles. Artemis Pyle, badly injured, somehow crawled through a swamp, crossed barbed wire, and reached a farmhouse, only to be mistakenly shot by the homeowner before help finally arrived. Rescue crews described a scene of devastation, with injured survivors scattered through the woods. Some band members weren't told who had died until days later. Rossington learned of Ronnie's death when his mother broke the news. The National Transportation Safety Board later concluded the crash was caused by fuel exhaustion due to crew inattention, compounded by poor flight planning and increased fuel consumption from a malfunctioning engine. The investigation revealed a series of cascading failures that night. The pilots had received warnings about the fuel situation, but made critical miscalculations about their ability to reach Baton Rouge. They ignored gauge readings and fatally underestimated how much fuel the damaged engine was consuming. In those final moments, as both engines sputtered and died, the pilots realized their mistake. But it was already too late. Human error sealed their fate, a devastating reality that made an already unbearable tragedy all the more heartbreaking. But tragedy continued to haunt Lynyrd Skynyrd long after that fateful night in Mississippi. In 1986, guitarist Allen Collins, he was involved in a horrific car accident that left him paralyzed from the chest down and killed his girlfriend. Collins died in 1990 at just 37 years old from chronic pneumonia. Bassist Leon Wilkeson, who had also survived the plane crash despite serious injuries, passed away unexpectedly in 2001. He was found dead in his hotel room while the band was on tour. His death at 49 was sudden and shocking. Keyboardist Billy Powell, another crash survivor, died suddenly in 2009 from a suspected heart attack at only 56 years old. In 2023, guitarist Gary Rossington passed away at the age of 71. With his death, the final living link to Lynyrd Skynyrd's original lineup was gone forever. Yet despite unimaginable loss and decades of heartbreak, Lynyrd Skynyrd's music lives on. Their songs continue to be played around the world. Sweet Home Alabama still fills stadiums. Freebird remains one of the most requested songs in rock history. Its soaring guitar solo, a testament to the raw talent of those young men from Jacksonville who dared to dream big. With over 30 million albums sold worldwide and a well-deserved place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, their legacy remains timeless. Lynyrd Skynyrd became more than just a band. They became a symbol of Southern rock, of authenticity, of music's power to transcend tragedy. Their story is a powerful reminder of how quickly greatness can be taken away, and how music can endure even when those who created it cannot.